And welcome to our recording on how to use Mindtap School through the Schoology app. So here I have my 7th grade social studies Mindtap School content area. I'm going to click onto this link and it's going to open up for me directly into the Mindtap School environment. So we're going to be opening up in the Teacher's Edition. I'll also be showing you the Student Edition as well. But here are a couple things. To the left is our Teacher Edition. When I click this open here, we'll see our different units of study. If I go all the way over here, we'll see our search button. That's a great, easy, fast way to find videos as well as different areas that you may be looking for within the textbook. We're going to be spending some time in this menu button. This is where we will go to get to our Student Edition as well. And we'll be spending some time in our resources as well. So beginning with the Teacher's Edition, I'm going to jump in here to Unit 1. And you'll see once I open up Unit 1, we have our different chapters that are included. I'm going to click into Chapter 1, and we'll go to Section 1 here. And when I open this up, we'll see exactly what we have in our Teacher's Edition. You'll notice that there's a couple icons that appear on this page as well. One of the first icons up here is a note-taking icon. So if I click on that, I can add some notes to this page for myself. Think of them as digital sticky notes. I can also bookmark pages that I may want to come back to. So I'm going to go ahead and save a bookmark here. I can also go ahead and highlight different pieces of my textbook as well, just by clicking into and highlighting that as well. You can also go full screen with these arrows icons right here. That'll take us to the full screen, as well as we can go directly to the Student Edition in a new window here if we'd like to. We're going to hold off on that for just a second. We can also go directly to the different headings here just by clicking onto them. It'll take us to the different parts of our Teacher's Edition. Okay, I'm going to exit out of the full screen and we're going to talk a little bit about our Resources tab. So once this is open to our chapters, when I click onto Resources here, we'll see we have our general resources, which if we click into this arrow here, we'll see everything from our pre-test answer keys to our field journal, to our World Religions Handbook, financial literacy handbooks, etc., inquiry projects, all of our different pieces that we need for general resources will be found there. We then also have our unit resources, so I'll open those for you here, and that's where we'll find our Unit Explorer video, our unit tests, both in digital and printable version and in Spanish, as well as the Unit 1 test answer key. To continue on, we'll go into the chapter resources, and again here we'll see our Explorer chat video, our lesson plans, our pre-tests. We have a test version A and B. Remember, version B is going to be 2 grade levels below. And we're going to see our section quizzes that are loaded in here, our vocabulary practices, and all sorts of different resources here that we would need for this particular chapter in English and in Spanish. And the biographies will round that up. We'll talk more about resources when we get into the Student Edition as well. We also can go here into our menu block, and this is where we'll be able to go back to our home page. We can go to our assignments page here. This is a fast and easy way to do assignments for your students, so I'll show you how to do that. We have the ability to look at all of the assignments that we have here and assign them in one place. So if I scroll down here, I may decide that I want to go ahead and assign a couple little things here to my students. Scroll down a little bit more. Maybe I want to assign them a quiz and maybe a test. So I'm going to click on to assign. And now we're going to pop open here with our start date. And we'll go ahead and choose today. And we'll give it a due date of the end of the week. And we can do the number of attempts as well. I'm going to do just one limit. Actually, I'm going to do unlimited. There. You can also go ahead and put in there with some groups. We could do some group work as well. But I'm going to go ahead and click submit here. And now when I log in as a student, we'll see those assignments have been added in there for them. So there shows me my flag there telling me my assignments have been processed. I can also click here and look at groups. If I wanted to create some different groups to assign different things to students, I can do that. Under Study Hub, if I've made any notes or bookmarks, I can go back and look at those bookmarks. I can also look at some saved searches. So if I've gone here and searched Rome, and I can see that I can apply different filters and things like that for different searches that I might have done. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump in here into launching the Student Edition. And when this opens up, this will show you exactly what your students would see. So here's our Student Edition. You'll notice right away that the assignments that I assigned are over here to the right. So students could simply click onto those and they'll take them directly to those assignments. The left-hand side looks similar to what we saw within the Teacher's Edition. It does have a couple more options there. We can click in here into Unit 1, just like we were on the Teacher's Edition, and we can see the different sections that are here as well. So I'm going to load in here to one of our readings, and you'll see that the same icons there appear that you saw in the Teacher's Edition. Ability to take notes, ability to bookmark, ability to highlight, make full screen, and then there's two new icons over here. One is an assign icon. So as I'm going through as an instructor, if I see something that I really find interesting that I want to go ahead and make sure I assign to my students, I simply click onto that and I can assign it directly from here to them. And this other icon here is a share icon. And this allows you to share directly with your Google Classroom. Or since we're using Schoology, we can go ahead and copy this link and paste it directly into that for Schoology, and they would be able to be taken directly there as well. All right, so again, our students can go ahead, and I'm going to go full screen here just to share with you. They can go by looking at the headings and go to the different sections of the text. You also might have noticed this little sliding lever here. This allows the students to go ahead and change the reading level. So if they click onto this lever, they have a modified text, and that will be 2 grade levels below for their reading level. And to go back to the original, they just click there. There is a read speaker, which will read the entire page to them, and it also appears if they're in the modified text. So they will be able to see that as they're going through here as well. Okay. A couple other things up here, the Resources tab. You'll notice it's set up similarly to what we saw in the Teacher's Edition. They again have their general resources. So all those different handbooks, field journals, etc. will be listed there in English and in Spanish. Under Unit 1, they're going to have a Unit Explorer video here. They can go ahead and watch at any time. And under their chapter resources, this is where they will find their different printables and things that go along with this particular chapter. They'll see their biographies, they've got a document-based question, etc. So I'm going to open up one of these just to show you what it looks like. And again, these are offered both digitally for students to fill in with directly onto the page, or they can go ahead and access it by printing it out as well. So if here I go here, I can go ahead and type directly into the document, and that way our students will be able to use this right here. Okay, so that is our ability to go ahead and use some of those resources here. Other great things here, if we wanted to search through, we could search for, as I mentioned, anything within the textbook as well, but it gives the students the ability to kind of maneuver through this on their own. Okay, they can flip through the different text pages here and look at the different great pieces of art that we have loaded in. Again, they can click onto this button here. It'll go ahead and enlarge it for them. They can see it full screen. So that ability is there for them as well. So that is basically our Mindtap School. Thanks so much for joining us. Look forward to talking to you again.